Allie Cartwright, and this is Q and Allie. You have questions, and I have insight. So this week, we are talking about how to superpower your self-care habits. I see a lot of talk on social media about how important self-care is. But one thing I've noticed is that it is almost always paired with people disparaging themselves about how they don't practice self-care. They don't have time to practice self-care and getting down on themselves about that, not making time for that. And the whole issue of not feeling like you have time for self-care, that in and of itself is a whole nother kettle of fish, because time management, time perception, that's a huge subject, because time comes from within. You create your own time. You can have literally unlimited time with enough practice on your time perspective. But that's not our focus this week. I want to talk to you about how to make the most of the self-care that you do practice all the time, because you have to, even if you're not attributing it as a self-care practice. For example, when you shower, obviously, this is a self-care practice. Now, it could be that you're not thinking of it as self-care and that you're more thinking of it as a necessary evil so that you don't smell bad and offend other people. And hey, that's valid, but there's no reason why you can't make this a really, really, really healthy time for self-care when you're in the shower. It's all about setting your intention. So thinking about why you are performing this act, or let's just stick with showering for now. You're doing it to get clean. Okay, well, why do you want to be clean? Well, it makes you feel better. Okay, well, why does it make you... So a root purpose is a self-care purpose is to feel better. And so you can really set that intention to allow it to help you feel better by putting your focus on that while you are showering. You can feel the water cascading down on you. You can visualize all of your tension melting away and running down the drain. And you can be grateful for being able to get clean, for having that running water, that warm water that you can use to cleanse yourself. It's such a powerful thing when you get into this grateful mindset of being really aware of the self-care practices that you're partaking in, and giving yourself credit for that and giving it credit for what it can do for you. So another example of this, honestly, like it could be you're cleaning out your email inbox, and you can be thinking about how every email you delete, every list you unsubscribe from that no longer aligns for you, you're freeing up energy, and you can just really be mindful about, yes, I'm letting this go, and it's making space, and it's making room in my life for more goodness, and it's getting rid of all of this cluttered energy, and I'm so thankful for that, and I'm so grateful for that. See, it puts so much power into it. I mean, this isn't really news for you guys, right? Mindset, it's such a powerful thing. We all know that, like, if you're doing a task you don't enjoy, my own personal example, dishes. I don't like doing dishes. I really don't. But if I have to do dishes, if I can get myself to really focus on the feel of the water and the fact that I'm cleaning these dishes so that I can take in healthy sustenance and just that sort of thing. It really makes it so much more enjoyable, and you get so much more out of it. Whereas if you sit and grumble about what you're doing, obviously it's gonna bring you down. So it's time to look at this subject in 3 different ways, with our meditation moment, our mindful moment, and our mantra moment. So this week for the meditation moment, I wanted to talk to you guys about dry brushing or dry bathing your energy. But this can be done a couple of different ways. A more thorough way to do it is to sit down in meditation, and you begin by grounding, where you consciously connect to the energy at the center of the earth, the energy of the universe, bring them into your energy field, allow it to cleanse everything. And after you get that grounding done, then what you do is you visualize or feel the energy pooling in the palms of your hands, and then you use them to brush down your arm and off the tips of your fingers. And you do that on both sides. And I like to do it 3 times on each side. And then I will follow it with brushing other areas of my body as I feel guided to do so. You can go down your legs, you can go down your torso. One that has really strong symbolism is if you're trying to let something slide off your back, you can just take your hands and brush down your back and kind of off your butt, and allow that energy to just be brushed away. Now, if you are out and about and find that you have kind of taken on some energy that's not your own, you're feeling like people around you are vibing really hard at you and it's affecting you, you can go ahead and do this in a quick, informal way. It's good to just really quickly set that intention to connect to the earth energy, connect to the universal energy, to, just really fast. It doesn't need to take long. And then set your dry bathing and go about it with mindful intention that you are just brushing off these bad vibes that you're feeling come at you. Next up is our mindful moment. And of course, this whole topic is really heavy on the mindfulness. It's all about being aware of the actions that you are taking throughout the day and being really aware of how they serve you. And when you do this, it becomes not only really evident when you're doing things that don't serve you, but it also brings so much gratitude into your life. When you allow yourself to think about, I'm doing this to benefit myself in this way, then you automatically start thinking other positive things of how great is it that I'm doing this for myself? How wonderful is it that this is a part of my day? Just all sorts of things like that. And it just lifts you up so very much. So definitely this week, try to bring this into every little thing you are doing that could possibly be construed as self-care. Bathing, doing your makeup, brushing your teeth, washing your clothes. Honestly, there's so many things that this can be applied to. There are so many ways that you practice self-care, that you have to practice self-care in order to survive. And really bringing that gratitude in such a heavy way is just, it's so wonderful. Our mantra moment for this week really pays homage to the fact that a lot of our self-care that we have to practice is wrapped up in physical hygiene. So I care for my body with loving reverence. This is so important. We only have one body to experience this life in, and it has to last us. So it's so important to really be grateful for all of the opportunities that you have to take care of it. And it really does so much for your mental health when you allow your focus and your awareness to be on just allowing yourself to have reverence for the amazing miracle that is your body, your life, everything you get to do. So you can repeat this as many times as you feel guided to do so. If you get a set of mala beads, traditional mala beads have 108 counters, and this number has a ton of really strong symbolism. So if you're at a loss of how you want to do it, I highly recommend getting yourself a set of mala beads, but not required. You can set a timer. You can devise some way to come up with a count for a specific number that's strong for you. It doesn't really matter. Mantra is all about feeling your way through it and allowing your mind to be focused where you really want it to be focused. Well, I hope that this has brought a new awareness to how much time you actually do devote to self-care because you have to. And I hope that bringing awareness to this and bringing in this sense of gratitude just brings an amazing amount of positivity and joy into your life this week and forevermore. If you have a topic that you would like to see me talk about on another episode of Q and Allie, please send me your letter to submissions@alliecartwright.com, and you may see your topic on another episode of Q and Allie. Until then, live fully, laugh lots, and love yourself.